In this week's episode, we take a look at 4 internationally recognised dark sky areas in the UK. As of February 2020, there are over 130 certified international dark sky places in the world. The UK has some of the largest areas of dark sky locations in Europe, and you can find dark skies near where you live. Our first dark sky location is Wimble Lake, Exmoor. There's plenty of walks and cycle paths on the 530-acre site, plus it offers a fantastic range of water sports and other activities on the lake. Pay a visit after dark and look up at the sky. Located within Europe's first international dark sky reserve, it's the perfect place for stargazing. As we leave Wimble, we head north to Snowdonia National Park. Pop into one of the National Park's information centres where you can get information on local events and attractions. Snowdonia National Park is the second area in Wales to be designated as an international dark sky reserve. On a clear night you can see the Milky Way, all the major constellations, nebulous, which is bright clouds of gas and dust, plus shooting stars. Next, we head to the Galway Glens. There are 3 visitor centres where you can start exploring from. Chatting Shores Visitor Centre is one of a small selection of forest car parks trailing overnight stays for motorhomes and campervans. It's a great base to explore the local area, including the Merrick Trail, where you can see the granite stone that Robert the Bruce is said to have rested. Of course, as dusk descends over the lake, it's a brilliant place to enjoy the night sky. Finally, we head to Northumberland and Kilda Forest Park, where we find the Kilda Observatory. Opened in 2008, it offers visitors a unique stargazing experience and is located in the largest gold-tier dark sky park in Europe. Various events are held at the observatory throughout the year, and if you're lucky, you may even see the Northern Lights.
Space fascinates me, John.
Mate, honestly, it's one of those things. It's one thing that I've wanted to do specifically, go away to a dark site zone. And there are plenty around the UK, but there are only a handful that are designated as international dark sky zones.
Just hang on. What is designated and what are the rules? Can you not build there, or what? Just explain
no. So what it has restrictions on building in the area and the amount of light pollution that it can have. So on the international designated, the top tier ones, there's only about 12 sites in the UK. 12 sites in the whole world. Now in the UK, if I just bring this map up. There are about 4 or 5 international dark site zones. Now they're on the little key is the green blob in the pinprick, and there's only, like I say, there's only about 4 or 5 in the UK. Now there are a load of other sites all around the UK that you can still see the stars and the constellations, and it's fascinating to think that you can go in your motorhome or your camper van or even in your caravan, but then off in your car to an area that is so dark, given that there's no clouds, that you can actually see it. Now we did one.
You didn't get her out there, Shane.
I was going to say,
it's either gone green on this one. I'm not sure on this one.
You see what I got to put up with. But mate, no, listen, there's I think looking at that video, there's sites around the UK, no matter where you live, that you can get out to at night and on a clear night. And we're coming into the right period now, the right time of year to be able to get out, clear skies. It's getting colder. The weather's changing. We're not getting so much cloud and rain. And once we're out of lockdown and you can get back out again, then some of these sites, it's certainly worthwhile looking to go and have a look at and just enjoy the amazing views that we have in the UK.
Oh, mate, it hurts my head, space does, because I can't get my head around infinity.
Yeah, it's a big number.
Do you ever watch the International Space Station come over?
Yes, yeah. So on first lockdown, like many others, there was a chap on Twitter who was posting up the flight times of the International Space Station.
Yeah,
but also, did you ever see? I can't remember what it's called. It's like a chain of satellites.
It was basically what it was. It was SpaceX.
Yeah.
SpaceX was sending up, I think they send up 800 satellites.
Yeah.
And what they're going to do is they're going to blanket the world for internet.
Yeah,
so,
it's a shame, really. It's going to ruin the night sky for everybody. But
can I let you a little confession about the International Space Station?
Go on, in.
I used to get the kids for years on that, I used to say to Santa.
We still do. Here he comes. They were like, why is he not dropping the presents off now? Oh, no, he's busy. He's en route.
Did you actually see the SpaceX rocket go over?
Yes.
Now, now, I watched that live take off, matey. Now, don't quote me on the figures here. It took off at 7:30, right? It came over England. It's about 7:47.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes later or something like that. Yeah,
that's some power.
It is. Yeah,
and it was quite amazing to watch, actually.
I mean,
and then when it went dark, you then got the satellites coming off because they were going out the spaceship. They were following one another, then they were slowly separating.
Yeah, it's amazing to be able to, like say, get in that night sky and have a look around. And like say
you really don't realise how bright that night sky is.
Unless where were we? We were in Cornwall 4 or 5 years ago. And we didn't have a caravan then, and we were staying in a cottage with some friends. And we basically took it in turns for the adults to go out for an evening meal one night. And me and Sarah went out for a meal, came back, and we were staying at this cottage. And we got out of the car, and I looked up and I said, Sarah, look up. And she went, oh my God, I've never seen anything like it. It just popped. And if you've never experienced that, because where we live and generally the population, the towns and the cities that we live in, the light pollution is too great. You can't get a good view of the stars in the solar system. You visit one of these sites on a clear evening, it will blow your mind. It really will.
How much fun do you have lying on the grass outside when there's an asteroid belt coming out? It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is. It's like summer days, isn't it? Sitting in the garden, looking at clouds.
We've got a great country.
Yeah, we have. I mean, like I say, I mean, look at this. I mean, that is what you can see with your naked eye. It's the Milky Way. That's our solar system. It's amazing. Here's another view of it. Look at it. And that's our UK. That is our countryside that you can get out to and you can visit.
You just don't, like I said, you just don't realise that most people will never have seen that sky before.
No.
And you won't believe how many there is and how bright they are. It is. It
is. I mean, the thing that I would love to see personally is the Northern Lights. And I'm not going to say Aurora Borealis. I think that's the correct way of saying it. But again, this is over the Kilda Observatory. That's Northumberland, and you're seeing the Northern Lights. There's another picture. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a goal of mine I want to go and see.
Yeah.
And it's on our doorstep, John, isn't it?
Exactly. And I think that's the thing. I mean, the sites that I've looked at, I mean, if we just rewind back to the video bit of the section, there was Wimble Ball Lake. And this is, like I say, this based in southwest UK. So what I've done is I've circled where Wimble Ball Lake is, and here's a selection of campsites around it, and there's one sort of slap bang right next to it. So there's plenty of areas for you to be able to stay. And we go up to Snowdonia, so North Wales. It's the same again. Look, there's plenty of sites for you to choose from to be able to go and then visit the attraction. Chattering Shore. Chattering Shore Visitor Centre, Galway. There's not so many sites actually right by it, but there's still a good number around the location. And then Kilda, there's a number of sites actually right near the observatory. In fact, there's one campsite, I think it's called Kilda Campsite. It is they run events there where they just do stargazing. So the people that are on site, whether they're campervans, motorhomes, caravans, they're stargazers, proper stargazers through certain times of the year. It's an amazing place.